Tonto style blade, section at Walmart. It's a regular old big lighter. I carry. Today I'm showing you what I carry every single day. No camping gear, no survivalist gear, no nonsense. Just the stuff that helps me get home and gets me through the day safe. This is the blade I'm currently carrying right now. It's a Tonto style blade, woodcliff type knife. And this is actually a $6 knife from Walmart from Ozark Trails. Nothing fancy. So far it's getting the job done. I have a knife that my son gave me a couple of years ago that it has a wooden handle, has my name engraved on it. Now, and I'm testing some Ozark Trail items right now for a future video idea. This is a multi-tool I carry on my belt. It's a KVD branded multi-tool. Actually another Walmart buy. I got it about 4 years ago in the fishing section of my local Walmart. I needed pliers. I bought this on an impulse. This is the leather case I keep it in because the nylon case that this comes with is absolute garbage. Throw it in the trash. Don't use it. Get yourself a leather case to carry these things around on your belt with. Funny enough, this leather case actually costs more than this multi-tool did. But I've used it to fix kayak seats, cut fishing line, tighten bolts, just about everything you can think of. Alright, so the everyday truck keys. I mean, it's not really, well, it is kind of a survival tool. Real handy for getting home. My truck keys live on this D-ring so I can hook it to my belt loop to keep my pockets clear for other items. There's a bottle opener on my truck keys. We went on a road trip 2 years ago, stopped at this little roadside store in a small town, bought a couple of Mexican sodas, way to open them. So went down the road and bought this little doodad here so we could open them, and now that lives on my keys, so if I'm ever in that, for instance, again, I have a bottle opener. Here's another old school one, everyday carry. I carry a handkerchief, not a bandana, just an old-fashioned handkerchief. I actually carry two. Right? So I carry two handkerchiefs in my back pocket, just like my granddaddy did. I carry a regular leather billfold in my front pocket. Actually, I don't carry it in my rear pocket. I don't have anything tactical, just a regular leather billfold. I like the billfold type, the two-fold. I don't like the tri-fold. A little bit of cash, credit card, debit card, my driver's license, my CCW permit, and all my fishing and hunting license, and all the relevant tags for that. Nowadays, YouTube and social media, they call all this stuff everyday carry. We just used to call it a wallet, or, you know, the shit we had in our pockets. Story time. In my early 20s, I was fishing a river in Middle Tennessee with a buddy of mine after work. I was working night shift and we had gone fishing that morning. It was late February. It was actually my first experience using waders, and we had waded out and past the middle of the river, and we're fishing for some early spring trout. Unbeknownst to me, the river that we were fishing was a TVA dammed river. They let the dam go at 9 a.m. I didn't know that this was a possibility, and we were out past the middle of that river when all of a sudden my wader started to fill up with water. I couldn't get back to shore, back to my truck, but there was a island split the river into a fork about 20 yards downstream. I was able to just kind of bob and float and hit the banks of that river and pull my buddy up there with me. Now, as I said, it was late February and that water was freezing cold, and we were soaked to the bone. We got out of those wet waders, and I grew up in the Boy Scouts, and I grew up kind of wild, so I knew how to build a fire. An uncle had taught me about squaw wood, the high dry wood that you could find at the bottom of the trees, the higher the drier, where you could build a fire even in not great conditions. I smoked cigarettes at the time, and the waders had a waterproof pocket right here that you could put items in. I took that lighter out of my pocket and ripped off a piece of paper from the cigarette pack and got a fire started. My teeth chattering, my fingers numb. Had I not got that fire started and got dried out, hypothermia would have finished what the river couldn't. But ever since then, I don't go out without one. I don't have the paper to take off the cigarette pack anymore since I gave those up. But fortunately enough, YouTube's a thing now, and I learned the duct tape trick. A lighter, I don't carry a ferrule rod or anything like that. There's a big lighter like this in my tackle bag. There's a big lighter like this in my hunting bag. There's one in my truck. And there's one in my pocket. I also carry a regular analog watch. Nothing fancy. Regular leather band. It doesn't even have a brand on it. It was under $20. It just tells time. That's all I need it to do. Phone batteries die, especially when you're using them for a camera. And yeah, there is one other item that I know y'all came for. Yes, I do carry. For self-defense, I carry a snub-nose 38 revolver, Taurus 856 model. I also have 2 quick load strips normally on me for extra ammo, and that's pretty much the most I carry. I carry a revolver because they always work. No jams, no misfires, pull trigger, go bang. 6 shots may seem small, but I'm not fighting terrorists. This is real world defense. First rule, if trouble hits, find cover. I've got bigger guns, I've got more powerful guns, I've got more expensive guns. But this one's pretty easy to conceal, and I always have it on me. The best gun to use in a gunfight is the one you have on you versus the one you left at home. And yeah, I'm not a barbarian. Actually, the most important tool in my everyday carry arsenal is my cell phone. I always carry my cell phone. Calling for help beats every other tool you've seen today. If you ever have to use any of the other gear, hopefully you've already made that call. This is something I carry in my truck. We'll do that in another video. But being prepared came in handy. I needed a jacket today, even though it's the middle of June. So there it is, my blue collar everyday carry. Practical, real, and can help navigate whatever the day may throw at me. What's in your pockets? Drop a comment in the comment box below and let's swap tips. If you want more no nonsense gear videos, hit subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you out there.